Hey guys, so I wanted to give you a very small crash course bonus video here on WordPress on how to build a headless WordPress website just so you can have your posts that you're going to be feeding to Gatsby. So this is technically not going to be a WordPress tutorial, and it's not going to be a WordPress site that you're going to be using as your actually main site. I mean, you could always explore that opportunity to say, you know what, forget Gatsby, forget everything else. I'm just gonna just continue with WordPress and build everything out from WordPress. However, you know that it's not gonna be as great as if you built a website from scratch and then just used WordPress just merely for the database and ability to manage the content in it. Use it as a content manager only. Okay, but I'm gonna show you here what is the simplest and smallest build of WordPress that you could make that will just satisfy your needs. Okay, so this is what here. I just went into my my host my host company, my hosting company, cPanel, and I created a domain called Gatsby2 at lotusms.tech, and made a basic install of WordPress site in it, and got my login and everything, and this is where I am, right, logged in. So before anything happens, I need to do a little bit of cleanup, and then you'll see what I'm talking about. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my settings. Before I do anything else, go to my settings, go to my permalinks, and I'm going to change these to post name. Okay, and I'm going to save that. Next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go to my writing, not my writing, reading, and I'm going to discourage search engines from indexing this site. This is not the domain that I want any search engine to index for my content. Okay, I want them to index my actual domain where this content in here is going to be placed. So I don't want it to be indexed in here. If I don't check this, this might accidentally be indexed because it will be living in the internet. It will be out there. And then the content in here will be indexed, and it also will be indexed in your personal website. So then now you will have duplicated content down there, and that could cause issues. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that and save the text, save the changes, sorry. Okay, now I'm gonna do a little bit of cleanup. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my post here, and I'm going to trash that. That's the one that comes out of the box. Delete that because I'm not gonna use that hello world. And I don't believe I have any comments in here to delete. No. Pages, some of these pages here to, yeah, sure, get rid of them. You don't need them. Move to trash and apply, and then clean out your trash. Select all, delete permanently, apply. Okay, got that, and then in appearance, you don't need to have all of these themes here. And the reason why I like to delete all this is because this is all content that is going to be crawled by Gatsby when it connects into your WordPress database to pull out the data that you need from it. So it's better that it doesn't have any of that. So, and there is an update here, so I'm just gonna go ahead and update that just for the heck of it, so I don't have any issues running it later. Customize, I don't need to customize anything here because I'm not going to be using it for my UI. I'm not going to be using it as my real website. Plugins, I'm not going to use any of these, so I'm also going to delete these and apply, and they will go away. And my users, I should just have myself, and that's it. And in my tools, I shouldn't have really anything there, and everything is fine. Alright, so now let's go back to plugins here. So I'm going to need a few things here. So I'm going to add new, and first thing I want to do is I want to use these install that's classic editor. I hate the way that the new posts editor is made in using this Gutenberg or whatever. I think it's using Gutenberg, but a different version like code blocks or something like that. It's horrible. I hate it. I hate it. So, but if you like it, I mean, by all means, try it out and see how it works. I like the Classic Editor because it gives me the ability to actually, write in with, actual code in it. So I have that. Okay, so now if I go to my post and I click on a new tab here to open it, and I add a new post, now I have the ability to just use my visual tag, which would do things like this. But I can also come here and use code like this and type like that. Okay. However, this is not really really cool to type code in, so I'm going to do another one here, and it's going to be syntax hi. Let's just see. Oh, I need to add new. Sorry, it was just looking through the ones that I already had. So syntax hi, and that should give me enough. Alright, I'm looking for a specific one I like. Syntax highlighting. Highlight. This one. HTML editor syntax highlighted. This one right here, I find it to be the best of all. So, of all of the other ones that you will see there. So I just do that and activate. And now look what happens. So when I go to my post again and I do that, now I actually get a cooler and better editor. So I'm gonna have my first post here now again. Hello, my own hello world. Okay. Before I do anything here, I want to make sure that all of this stuff is fine. Really, you don't really need to do anything to that. But all of these, I check all of these. I want my brackets to match. I want my tags to match. I want highlighting selections. I want my auto close to work and auto close brackets as well. I want code folding. I want show scroll bar. So basically all of that. I want all of it. All right, and that's done. And then now you can close this. And now I can actually put an H1 tag in there, and look how it does it perfectly. It's awesome. I love it. Hello world. And maybe another P tagging here. This is a post, something like that. All right, so all of this, none of this really makes any use for you. That's fine. All of this is fine, and you can go ahead and publish. Now you can go ahead and start populating all of your posts here as much as you want. Start creating all these posts, and all of these posts are basically going to be used for anything you want to use them for. You can use them as actual blogs, and if you're building a website blog, these could be your blogs right here. Or if you're building like a portfolio website like we're doing in this tutorial, and you can use these as your posts where you're going to showcase a specific project that you worked on, and use that as part of your portfolio to for that one project, and have as many of these as you need to show for each project. Now, however, to test it out while you're still building all of this stuff with real information, you kind of need to have some development content to develop with. Instead of having real content and have to fill it all out with real stuff, fill it out with fake stuff first. See if it works. See how it works with a bunch of posts, with a bunch of different things. Develop it correctly, and once it's working, then you can go back and change the content for real stuff. So what I like to do for that is, if I go back to my plugins, there is a great plugin that you can use for things like this. Then it will help you out. So it's called WordPress, and there it is, and I'm going to install it and activate it. Alright, so now I go to my WordPress. Alright, raise fake data, blah blah blah. Okay, posts. Alright, so I'm gonna go to my post here, and I'm going to have about 15 of them made. and I want them to have to be done for the last 15 days, right? And they're only going to be posts. Forget these allowed comments. The author is fine. You leave that alone. Use HTML, sure. Content side, how many paragraphs do you want? 5 to 15 paragraphs, sure, that's great. Some of the stuff is fine. I mean, a lot of, you can just leave all of this, it's fine. What else? So the image provider, placeholder, I will get rid of it because it's going to create these weird placeholder images thing, which is like a gray thing with a little house in it, and it's just it's better if you actually get Lorem Pixum, because it actually does bring you real images from that you are allowed to use. Taxonomies and all that, you can just leave that alone, that's fine, and then generate. So this will create all of these posts for you. Give it a little bit of time. It's gonna take a second, not too long. Taking longer than I expected. Okay, here we go. So you can see these posts have been added already. So if we go to posts, we should see them right there. Now they should have already added some media along with it. So if I go to media, I should be able to see some of them, including these. These are the ones that I told you about that I don't like when it adds these right here, but you know what, whatever, let's just go along with this. All right, so now that I have my post, that's it. This is basically all I really wanted, and now I can go ahead and start using this in my Gatsby website to start, generating all of this code. All of this as my regular post or whatever. And then whenever I'm done, then I can just come over here and actually, so this one I can actually trash. This is scheduled, so I don't need it to be. Then I can actually come over here later and turn all of these posts into real actual posts that have some kind of value in it. All right, and that's all there is to it. All right, see ya.